Hello, my name is Mohammed Abdul Maged. I will be presenting from Chapter 18 from my book, Hospitality and Travel Marketing. Um, my question from Chapter 18 was question number 2, and the question states, what are the roles of public relations and publicity in hospitality and travel marketing? So let's just get a quick definition of what publicity and PR are, and what public relations is, or are. So publicity is one technique which involves non-paid communication of information about an organization's services, while public relations includes all activities that a hospitality and travel organization uses to maintain or improve its relationship with other organizations and individuals. So there are three main roles that publicity and public relations have within the hospitality and travel industries. The first one is maintaining a positive public presence, the second one, handling negative publicity, and the third one is enhancing the effectiveness of other promotional mix elements. So the first one, maintaining a positive public presence. So maintaining a positive public presence is simple. Keeping a good relationship with groups and individuals that a company or organization deals with directly or indirectly. So like I just stated, there's two types of ways you can maintain your positive public presence. Directly is going to be dealing with your customers, employees, and other hospitality/travel organizations. Indirectly, you're going to be dealing with media, educational institutes, local committees, and general public. So directly is pretty much straightforward. You're going to be talking to your customers, your employees, because you're going to be dealing with them face to face. And then when you're dealing with other hospitality and travel organizations, a good example of two companies that do this very well is McDonald's and Coca-Cola. They're always helping each other gain a positive presence out there. They're always advertising for each other, because anytime you see a Coca-Cola commercial or anytime you see a McDonald's commercial, you always see Coca-Cola in there. Or anytime you go into McDonald's, you're going to see the Coca-Cola machine there. So they're always helping each other out and working together very well. So they're good business partners. They're good business partners. And many other companies do that a lot. It's not just necessarily McDonald's that just shows that, because it was just a really good example. Indirectly, I also chose McDonald's because they have the Ronald McDonald House charities. And in that, I linked their website at the end. You can check it out, and it shows you all the programs they have for helping the community and general public in general. One of the eye-catching things they do is help kids get through school with scholarships and educational programs like that. And then obviously they help their charities, helping young kids dealing with diseases and whatnot. It's just a really good way to make yourself look good in front of the public, and it's just nice, It's not necessarily geared to them like, oh, let me do this so I can get more people to go buy from my food or from my restaurant or whatever. It's just spreading the good that they have, and it just makes more people inclined to like go help with their charity companies or whatnot. And at the same time, it's good publicity. Another really good example that's actually on our campus is with the Spring Hill Suites. That's teamed up with Metro to have through our hospitality program. It allows the students that are trying to work in hotels and whatnot get the first-hand experience by doing the shadowing and all that good stuff that they do. So these are a few examples of how directly and indirectly you can have a positive public presence for your organization. slash company. Next on the board, we have handling negative publicity. So it's pretty much straightforward, having a reactive PR system in place for dealing with negative publicity, which will inevitably happen. There's no way getting around it. Bad things do happen, whether we like it or not. Sometimes for airlines, planes crash, hotels and resorts catch on fire, stuff like that. The example I decided to choose was with Chipotle when they had the E. coli breakout. And a lot of things were just going bad with that, and it just didn't happen in one state, it happened in multiple states. So it was just really bad for them. They're probably going to get sued and whatnot. I'm not sure if anybody died or not, but it just wasn't really good. So they had to fix the situation quickly and react in a timely manner. So I linked an article at the end from Business Insider that talks about how Chipotle dealt with this situation. So they sent out a statement when the E. coli breakout was happening. And in the statement it said that they're doing their best to get down to the bottom of the situation, to deal with the problem, that they're working with the states, they're working with the CDC to get to the bottom and try to get rid of this E. coli stuff. And they're working their best and hardest, and they're helping families that were affected by it, and so on and so forth. So all companies, or any company for that matter, should have a good PR system in place for dealing with situations like these, because they're going to happen. There's always going to be a bump in the road, so handling negative publicity is always a good thing, or having a system to dealing with that kind of stuff is always a good thing. Next, we have enhancing the effectiveness of other promotional mix elements. So pretty much effective PR paves the way for advertising and sales promotion and much more. So this is your product or your service or whatever you're trying to sell or get to the public is doing really great. You want it to do really great, so it opens up more doors for you in order for you to advertise and get more people on board with you. It works really well with companies that work together, or that have a partnership, with Delta and Marriott. I have an article linked at the end from Forbes that talks about a lot of airline companies and hotel companies that have teamed up with their reward programs. So pretty much is Delta and Marriott, how each company has its own reward program. But let's say you have your reward program from Delta, you can use it here at a Marriott hotel and vice versa. So this is just more just increases okay, so we're doing good. Yeah, let's just take it a step further. And then with the customer, they're like, oh, well, that's really sweet. I can use my reward program here and then here, and So it just makes people more liking to it. So they'll just talk about it more, and they'll be more interested in it. So it's kind of like a ripple effect, where one good thing happens and so on and so forth. So I have my reward program with this company, and I can use it over here at this company. So I tell my friend about it, and they're like, oh wow, that's really cool, and we go start a reward program here, and then so on and so on and so forth. So it's just really good at PR. And then to sum it up, really, these are my resources. To sum it up, really, so PR and PR and publicity is really key to the success of a company. Because if you have really bad PR and bad publicity, nobody's gonna bother going to you for your service or get your product or whatnot. Especially publicity. Publicity is a really good thing because that's non-paid, so you don't have to spend money on that. So if you're doing a really good job, you're just you're gonna advertise for yourself, you're gonna advertise for yourself without paying for it. So these are just the key elements of the key rules that publicity and PR do for a company, and that's pretty much it.